Welcome to your digital classroom. I am Saji Kevi and you are watching my channel, The Eureka. Let's learn the poem, The Patriot. The poem, The Patriot, is written by Robert Browning. He was born in Italy in 1812. Later, he settled down in London. He noticed people all over the world are fickle-minded. They do not have lasting love and respect for anyone. This maybe urged him to write the poem The Patriot. The patriot could be a military general. He was led to the gallows. On his way, he recalls what happened a year ago when he came to his town victoriously. The people spread the roses and myrtle all along his path. They cheered him. They crowded on the rooftop and shouted and welcomed him to the city. At that moment, the people loved him, honored him, respected him. They are taking him to gallows. He does not understand the reason for him to be taken to the gallows. He seems to be innocent, but people accuse him of misdeed. Therefore, they take him to gallows. And on his way, he notices that nobody is present on the rod or on the rooftop. Everyone seems to be gathered near the gallows to see him executed. And then finally, he is led to the gallows and is executed. This is the brief summary of the poem. Now, let us watch a video clip of this poem. Open the textbook and have a notebook and pen for writing down some notes. So let us begin the poem. The Patriot. He is an unnamed character of the poem. He could be a military general. Yet, his identity is not revealed in the poem. The Patriot is a monologue. It is a type of poem in which the speaker speaks his thoughts and feelings aloud in the presence of silent audience. Here, the audience are the readers. And now, let us start the poem. It was roses all the way with the myrtle mixed in my path like mad. The Patriot recalls when he was being led to the gallows. He recalls what people did a year ago when he came to the city victoriously. Those people spread the roses and myrtles all along the path to welcome him and to honor him. Myrtle means a type of flower. Third line of the poem. The house roof seemed to heave and sway. The church spires flamed with such a flags they had a year ago on this very day. People crowded on the rooftop and cheered and shouted to welcome him. As a result, it seemed that the house roof seems to be shaking, and church spires were decorated with the flags and buntings. Spear means conical structure of the church. So, in order to welcome him, people spread roses and myrtles all along the way. People stood on the house roof to see him and shouted and cheered him. The church spires were decorated with the flags and buntings. Now let's go to the next stanza. The air broke into mist with the bells. The old walls rocked with the crowd and the skies. The church bells seemed to be ringing loudly to honor him and to welcome him. The walls of the city seemed to be shaking on account of his shouting and yelling of the people. Had I said, good for mere noise rebels? But give me your sun from the yonder skies. They had answered, and afterwards, what else? At that very moment, if I had asked these people whether these shoutings and cheering were enough for me to be welcomed, immediately these people would have asked him what else he wanted. And if he had demanded for the sun, then the people would have brought down the sun for him from the sky and would have asked him what else he had wanted. The third stanza now. Alack, it was I who leaped at the sun to give it to my loving friends to keep. But alas, it is really sad. It was I who did everything for the people of my country. I leaped at the sky. I did even impossible things for the people, for my loving people. Not a man could do have I left undone. I have not left anything undone for my people. I have done everything for my people. And now you see my harvest, what I reap this very day. Now a year is done. Now, after a year, you see my reward, my harvest. Harvest means reward, my reward, what I get. This very day, I am being led to the gallows by these very people. Fourth stanza. There is nobody on the housetops now, just a palsied few at the window set. After a year, when he is being led to the gallows, nobody was there on the housetop, only a few palsied persons who were unable to go anywhere standing by the window side to see him. It seems that they had all gone to the gate to watch the execution. For the best of the sight is all allowed at the shambles gate, or better yet, by the very scaffold's foot I throw. I throw means think, throw means think. And the patriot thinks all these people have gone to the shambles gate, or in order to have a better view of the execution, they might have gone to the scaffold's foot. Here, shambles gate, near the place where people are to be executed. Scaffold means the platform of hanging. So it seems to the patriot that all these people have gathered there to see his execution. Next stanza. I go in the rain, and more than needs, a rock cuts both my wrists behind. Now the patriot moves in the rain. He is wet in the rain. His wrists are tied behind his back, and is being led to the gallows. And I think by the feel of my forehead bleeds, for they fling whoever has a mind stones at me for my year's misdeed. Now I can feel the blood bleeding from my forehead. I think they throw stone at me. Whoever feels like throwing stones, they throw stones at me. This is done for my misdeed, which I do not understand. Last answer. Thus I entered, thus I go in triumphs. People have dropped down dead. Thus I reach the gallows, and I am going to be executed, and I will have a life after my death. When I came victorious to the city, at that moment, if I had died, the people would have died for me, and that would be my reward. But the same people hate me. They throw stone at me. They want me to be executed for my misdeed, which I do not know, which I do not understand. And therefore, he says, paid with the world, but thou owe me. God might question now instead, if God shall repay, I am safer so. Now, he hopes that God knows his deeds. Therefore, God will reward him in heaven. Although the people accuse him of misdeed, yet God knows the deeds of this patriot. Therefore, the God will reward him. Thus, the poem ends on a note of hope that he will be rewarded by God in heaven for the good deeds that he has done. Now, this poem has an allusion to the life of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was going to Jerusalem on the Palm Sunday. When he was going to Jerusalem, people spread flowers, olive leaves, even the stalls to welcome him to Jerusalem, and they sang song in praise of him and led him to Jerusalem temple. And Jesus entered Jerusalem temple and cast out all the businessmen who sold things in the temple. He questioned the religious leaders, and in fact, this infuriated the religious leaders. Thus, the religious leaders plotted against him, and within a few days, Jesus was arrested and taken to Jerusalem again to be executed. He was brought in front of Pontius Pilate, the governor of Jerusalem, where the governor examined Jesus and found that he was innocent, and he wanted to set him free as Jesus was innocent. But the Jews, the high priest, the religious leaders wanted Jesus to be executed because they thought Jesus was a threat to them. Jesus, who healed the sick, who questioned the religious leaders, and thus they could not bear it. And they blamed Jesus. They accused Jesus, saying that he proclaimed that he was the Son of God. He was the King of Jews. And the governor tried his level best to set Jesus Christ free. But the Jews, the religious leaders of the time, the Pharisees and scribes of the time, demanded that Jesus Christ to be executed, crucified. And finally, the governor agreed with the people of Israel. And then Jesus was taken for execution, and he was crucified on the Friday. That is the Good Friday. Here we find the story of the patriot and the story of Jesus Christ is similar. Jesus was welcomed, cheered by the people. In the same way, the same people welcomed patriot, and after a few days, they forgot everything and they were against the patriot. These people were against Jesus Christ. So the people are fickle-minded. They do not have true love and respect for anyone for a long time. And through this poem, poet urges us, don't be so fickle-minded. Be true loving people. Be respectful. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Give your feedback and don't hesitate to ask any doubts.